Hello children, welcome to channel Sube. Children, I prepared a target question for you. You may try this. Pause the video. After pausing the video, read the question carefully and try to solve this. This one is a new one. New one means I didn't change the original one. I prepared this question. I took this equation, but I took this equation from the internet. So this equation can be believed because I applied units to the left side and right side, then they equal. So that way we can check given equation. But there were some other equations. We can't believe those equations because left side doesn't match with the right side in units. When I applied units, left side and right side are not equal. So therefore I didn't take those equations. So this equation can be believed because unit wise it is correct. So read the question carefully and try to answer this. Pause the video first. Don't look at my answer. Do it on your own. So children, since you have paused the video, now I am going to try this question. What is given by this equation? The following equation gives the power of a unit length of 1 meter, power of 1 meter of this wave, tsunami wave. So let us what we have to do is just substitute the values given and find out the answer. But there are small tricks here we have to use. They are very simple, even though the equation looks complicated, but when I solve this you will see that it is very easier. Rho is given 10 power 3 as usual, water 10 power 3. So G we know 10 meter per ms minus 2 ms power minus 2, that is usually that is the value we use. So h is the problem. H is, they say, height of the wave. Normally we don't use heights in A level classes. What we use the amplitude, this one. So since they have given a diagram, given a figure, the wave looks symmetrical. Therefore we can understand that 2 times the amplitude is equal to the height. So the amplitude is given. Amplitude is given 1 meter. Wave is 1 meter. The amplitude is 1 meter. So 2 times 1 is, then height is 2 meter. Height is 2. So we can use that. Height is 2 meter. Then capital T is the problem. It is not given. That is what we have to that is the thing we have to find out using our knowledge. So capital T, the equations, recall the equations, for capital T is the period of oscillation. So capital E is equal to 1 over frequency. That is one thing. If we know the frequency, we can find out easily the period. How to find out frequency? V equals F lambda. If we know the V and lambda, we can find out frequency. So V is given. Here the speed of the wave is 10 power 3 ms power minus 1. So V is given. Therefore that is not a big issue. 10 power 3. 10 power 3 speed 10 power 3. Then instead of f we can write 1 over t. Instead of f we can write f equals here what 1 over t. So that we can write. So lambda is the next problem. If we know lambda, we can find out t. But we know we have used several times that equation, lambda equals g times h. H is the depth of the sea at that place. So this is the equation for ripple tank. Ripple tank is in our syllabus, and this equation therefore you should know. So then we can find out lambda. Lambda equals g is 10, h is given 100 kilometer. So 100 kilometer times 10 power 3 convert into meter. So root. Then altogether 10 power 6. Root of 10 power 6 is 10 power 3 in meter lambda. So now we know lambda. So we can use in this equation now we can find out t. T equals lambda divided by 10 power 3. So t equals lambda is 10 power 3, then divide by lambda divide by 10 power 3. Already it is in this previous equation. So 1, t is 1, according to that 1 second. That is the period of oscillation. So we can use it here. Now we can substitute into this equation. 1 over 32 phi is given. We have to take it as here as 10 power minus 2. Actually it is correct. Here you can see using the calculator. I will show you. 1 divided by 32 equals divided by 5 is 3.14. Then 009, that is equal to 001. 009 equals to 01. 01 is what? 10 power minus 2. So that value we can use 10 power minus 2. You don't have to simplify all these things what I did in using calculator. So easily that can be used. Then rho is 10 power 3 plus 3. G you know 10. So 10 power 2. Capital H we have now calculated already. It is 2 meter. Then square of that 2 is 4. Capital T is 1. Therefore we don't have to write it, just take these things. Then this 10 power minus 2 and 10 power plus 2 cancel each other. Then 4 times 10 power 3 is the final answer. The units are watt per meter, because they have mentioned it. The following equation gives the power is measured by watt of a unit length. Is per meter. So answer sign kilowatt, kilowatt per meter. So to convert into kilowatt we have to remove this 10 power 3 or divide by 10 power 3. So only 4 kilo, K simple, W capital, kilowatt space meter minus 1. So this is the answer. So this one is the answer, the fourth one. So children, I think you understand this. It is not a big issue, but at the first glance it looks like a difficult question, because this equation gives us that impression, and also there is a figure given like this. So at first we think, my God, this is a difficult question, but the way I solved it, you see, it is not difficult, because these things you already know. Don't you? Only you have to use your tactics to find out capital H. You know this thing, and the figure is given to help to find out capital H. to figure out capital H due to symmetry. Capital H is equal just 2 times amplitude. Amplitude we know. So anybody can't say that this is out of syllabus, because these types of questions have been given enough in past papers. A lot of times they have given some new equation that we don't learn in the classroom, and sometimes they ask units of a certain term, and also they ask dimensions, giving a strange equation like this that we don't learn in the classroom, but they explain all the symbols. So I also have explained all the symbols. So these symbols are also very familiar to us, only this capital H is not familiar to us. So that is what you have to find out using your skills, because they have given a diagram. Using the diagram you can find easily capital H. So these other things already we know. This equation several times they have asked questions to solve them by using this equation. This equation we learn in the classroom when we learn about the ripple tank. So very easy this question, but at first glance you might think it is a difficult question. So children, I think you are happy. Give this question to your friends, see whether they can solve it. And then you can measure your level. So children, I think you are happy. So you have to make me happy too by subscribing my channel if you haven't done it yet, and also press the bell icon, and also press the thumb up icon and give me a like, because then only my videos go forward in YouTube automatically. And also what else, you can share my link among your friends, so that then you can help that way to increase my audience. So those things, do those things please, because otherwise you owe me, so you have to leave the page without owing me. So then do those things. See you tomorrow at 6 o'clock with a question and perhaps target questions. Goodbye children, so long.